All right, so now I want to discuss your glove side. All right, two important questions you need to ask yourself, or at least recognize what happens. What does your glove arm do during your throw? And where does your glove end up after you throw? All right? Hey guys, Andy again from Locked In Baseball. So we've discussed the three factors of performance for all pitchers. It being glove arm, the next thing we're talking about. So the idea is, at the progression of the throw, regardless if you have good arm speed, ball path, and timing forward, you still may be rotating too early or opening up too early because of what your glove arm does. So the idea is we need to do very little with the glove arm, all right? So a lot of us, especially the younger guys that does not have good arm speed, ball path, and they get forward incorrectly, they have to pull. So they're pulling with their glove side. A lot of guys have been taught, think about elbowing somebody in the stomach. What this does is it brings the throwing arm forward prematurely. So you're not giving your arm enough time to come up. So once you jerk this way, once you pull on your glove, your throwing arm now starts moving forward. Regardless of if it's ready or not, it's coming through, all right? So you have to understand that what my glove does, my glove is attached to my glove elbow. My glove elbow to my glove shoulder. Shoulder, shoulder, throwing elbow, throwing hand. So the idea of what this does, what my glove does, my throwing hand is going to come through regardless of if it's ready to come through or not. All right, so the idea is we need to make sure that we put the responsibility on the throwing arm speed, ball path. All right? And even when we do have the correct marriage between what our arm action is and what our timing is, we still have a tendency to depend on what our glove is doing. So now we're pulling our throwing arm through instead of being responsible with what we're doing here. All right? So with some of my younger guys, I will have them throw with a heavier ball in their glove. If anything, just to recognize the path of their glove. A lot of guys will break and get way out here, and that's because when they were younger, they were taught the T drill. This is the T drill, okay? So they teach them very early to be here, regardless of the fact of in a couple of years, it's going to be a major factor in their ability to either throw more strikes or throw with more velocity, all right? So going through their throw with a heavier front side, they're going to be able to acknowledge what the path is, okay? Those that, let's say you have a new glove or a small glove, I would have them take their glove off and hold the ball in their hand, all right? So the idea is here. Regardless, because you're at home, you may not have anything like one of those balls. Use a small weight. Okay, this is a 3 pound, this is a three pound weight that we use with our arm care stuff. Go through the throwing action with that. Hold anything that you can in your hand or put in your glove so you understand what the action is. All right. Here lately, I've been asking a lot of guys that do have a problem with carrying their glove or yanking on it. I'll have them go through their actions with their glove arm behind their back. So now, let's go through all of those drills that we've gone through before. Can you create a crow hop with sufficient actions, not being dependent on your glove side, not having to pull your glove arm or your throwing arm forward? All right? Go through. Can I create those actions and still leave my back foot on the ground? Can I balance without using, well, you'll probably be able to balance a lot better because we're not pulling this way. All right? So the idea is the glove should not get any further than 90 degrees away from your shoulder. All right? The further it goes away, the more tendency it has to open you up too early. And even when I am here, when I pull, even when I go and I pull in the correct manner of getting my glove to my chest, I'm still pulling my throwing arm forward. So I want to make sure that I'm just bringing it down. I understand that this would be an awkward action, but the idea would be, as that happens, my chest should be going down anyway. So I'm here and I bring it down, it's going to be here, all right? At least to the point where you could train your glove to flip. So it's here to here. I'll put my glove on. So I'm here to here to here. I'm using my shoulders, all right? So the idea is, if my throwing arm is responsible behind me, I have the ability to use my shoulders in the sledgehammer action. So although you might not have thought about this, your glove plays a major role in our throwing action, all right? All right, guys, and again, be safe and be ready.